All right. Good. Some of the same crowd. Love it. People wanting to learn. So that was a nice little move at the end of the day. Me and MJ were watching that live, chuckling right at the end of the quarter. Right? That was the close of the quarterly candle. And
It was a heck of a
whew, so we
whew,
were like, let's go, Bitcoin, let's retrace that bad boy now. Startup Solana Summer. Let me see here real quick. Let's throw this on index. I'm gonna wish this thing to the top side.
there you go. Invert it.
Exactly. Exactly. Let me put this on quarterly. Woof.
Whew.
Zing.
I mean,
Um, it's all good. Got a little profit taking going on, don't we?
yeah, when you zoom out, it's like, yeah, not so bad.
Right. Yeah, when you zoom out, doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's nasty. Great place for a bounce. And I know there's some doomsdayers out there, but Bitcoin follows a pretty predictable pattern, even though it's all random. Like on macro, it's like very predictive movement, and that is it's been a bull since 2000 and what 9 when that
Yeah.
baby pop on, yeah, 8
Yeah.
getting 9 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I mean, it started trading on the chart 2010 there. But yeah, 2009, 2000, started mining it
Yeah.
stuff. It's just been going up since then.
Yes, it has. Up 71,000%.
I
Not bad.
mean, if you count it from zero, it's up millions of percent. But yeah,
Yeah, pretty wonderful. Let me reload this. There's a high probability this thing goes back into the distribution. So I'm gonna keep up. I'm still. We ran down and tested the one SD. Go back over here. Boop. Right here. Kind of
but it's
hovering.
apart.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Let's see.
I saw your post. That was hilarious.
Yeah. I know that
Oh,
person too. I was just like silly, silly human. What are you talking about? Is this Coinbase? Let me look at the index.
let's give it a popular culture name. Then it will be relatable and therefore true.
Right. Yeah, the index overshot it just a little bit. And I don't know what the hell I'm pointing on today's chart. That wasn't the low. Um, yeah, when we dipped down there to a little bit above 18.5.
Yeah.
Say what? It's a good place for buyers to come in. That's for damn sure. Let's will it. Let's will it to the top side. For all of us that live off crypto, let's
Yeah.
have a
By the power of black magic, you will work.
pull out the green candles, or in my case, the sky
The
blue
blue.
can. Yeah, but I mean, now we could go down. We go down and visit this 99.7 percentage level. That's like 12.8. Goodness gracious. Go sell myself on the street corner to buy some Bitcoin. Um, let's see here. But yeah, this was an epic little move. Look where it rejected from, right? Dead center, pretty much weekly price action volatility range. Rejected pretty hard. Almost retraced the whole move. Pretty much from the pump candles it did.
Yeah. It,
Got some nice support on the daily S1 there, but then has been stuck under the center of the daily range. I would imagine they're going to push this up above the top side of the daily, get up here, back up above this weekly S1. That would be good. That would be good for going into the weekend. Let me see something. And SPY rebounded a little bit. That's good. That's why Bitcoin's hovering. They tried to dump it out here. Very interesting. I mean, when traditional markets open, Bitcoin just went sideways. Good stuff. So yeah, get a close up here above 19.8. That'd be good. Going into probably another really boring weekend. Let's see what the charts say here.
Speaking of monopoly,
Just a
that one
yeah,
day up that was nice.
random entropy. Volatility's contracting negatively correlated. This thing's probably going to walk up here. Like I said, they're going to try to push it up to that range. I bet 19.8. So 45 look like. Actually, yeah, I do like this. The 45-minute, the entropy is starting to head down in the trend out of flashing. We'll see, right? Takes a lot to really go in the trend, but it is the predictor. The predictor is to the top side. I was doing a little bit of looking back. I don't know if you did any of that, Yasha, but just the predictor,
Yeah,
just low time frames,
yeah.
getting good entries. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Get out of the trade as soon as the predictor changes. And I was going back and looking at the percentages and stuff, and I was like, wow, hello. That's just looking at freaking the entropy indicator with the predictor.
Yep.
Meanwhile, people using traditional analysis, they're freaking, hello, beating their heads up against the wall.
Know what entropy is, how it's
Yeah,
relevant to trade.
I'm kind of excited to get these updates out because I'm sure he's putting it in the AVP too,
Yeah,
or AVR. Let me see here. Yeah, I like this 45-minute. Volatility is expanding positively correlated. Look at all the APPs are charging. AVG's up. What did I say 19.8? Yeah, look, it's right about the this 45-minute candles 95.4 to the top side. Just right at it, cooking up something. Yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Donnie. I like that. I like that. The predictor is definitely cool. You get it set up right. Let me see here.
very powerful.
Yeah,
We have
right.
very powerful predictive tools at this point.
Yeah, he's cooking up some goodness. There's no doubt about it. Haven't heard a peep out of Van. That's always good. He's in the lab, being a mad scientist with his math brain.
Yeah,
It's where we like him. Funny,
comes out and says, "Hey, check this out," blows our mind.
right?
What?
Okay. Yeah, I like this to push to make that move. Let's see what it's the cooking on the 45 or the 15. Yeah, I mean there's a move coming. Bands are pretty tight on the returns, I'll tell you that right now.
By the way, I've noticed that with that predictor, it can give me a good head start, like by one candle.
Right.
It's a heck of an event. If you're looking at like a
Hmm.
15-minute, or any low time frame, really, be, be on it by a candle is very, very significant. And when we have variance, it already gives us at least one, sometimes two or three on some
Right.
setups. It's just it's such massive information.
Yeah, even the 4 hour. I'll tell you what, man. I mean, this looks good going into the weekend. There's no doubt. Here, answer. Hold on, guys. Mika. Micah, whatever her name is.
that's something I like about trading weekends too, is because you still have plenty of bots doing their work, right? They don't stop for the weekend.
Right.
Institutional traders that go home for the weekend or whatever, 9 to 5ers, Wall Street.
You'll
Bots keep
always
running.
be able to change at Mars. Sorry, Asha.
No, that's all right. Just saying, like,
But I hear
well,
what
you know,
you're
the weekends
saying.
are still good. The weekends are still
Yeah.
good for trade. I like.
Yeah, color blindness it definitely doesn't help. No, I understand. I mean, you know my situation. Got one eye. Here's me and Imars going fishing. We take this poor guy out. The blind leading the blind.
That's the rugs you and Imars get us in.
Right?
Me and Andy are on the back end falling in the water.
Doink, doink. Whoop. That's a great gif. One of my faves. Yeah. Yeah, these charts actually, tell you what, if today was Thursday, I'd be stoked. Going into the end of traditional closing, but considering that has happened, we're gonna get a volatile move on the weekend for once. Telling you, there's a lot of buying going on down here because there's still, you know what, and I know Donnie was also working up this something for the buy and sell pressure. I hate even saying the indicator's name. We don't call it by that. We call it the alpha trading buy and sell pressure. What the hell am I doing? What was I going to look up? Give me a second. Man, my train jumped the fucking track. Um, oh yeah, I was pulling the chart up for crying out loud, sitting here talking about it. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Where are you at? There you are. And I want to look. Yeah, yeah. I can kind of feel a little something going here. Um, good. Okay. Um, yeah, I like I mean, when you trade like the 1 and 5 minute charts, when I'm talking about mid time frames, 90 minute, 4 hour, 12 hour, the sell pressure is steadily decreasing, which I love to see. The 4 hour actually looks good for this to, yeah, the velocity and accelerations to the top side, not a lot yet, but it's to the downside on any sell pressure right now. So we're probably getting ready to get a nice little pump. What did I like? 45 minute. 45 minute looks delicious. All right. Let's go. Just wanted to peek that real quick because that's what I'm seeing in the charts. 100%. This thing's going to try to make a little move here, possibly into the end of the day. Get up here, close above 19.8. Hey, maybe it wants to make a push up to the 68.3 up here. What is that? 20K? Yeah, a little over 20. That would be good. That would be good. Me and MJ were cheering this move on. It's funny. I wanted it to close above this real tight daily range. Tell you what, it gave it a hell of a move. But then I told him, I was like, ideally, what would happen here is we get a pullback to test this new daily and just take off. New quarter, let's go. Turn the market around, right? But boop,
Good observation.
total rejection, right? The Malgos are right there just going, come on, here we are. We're sending this baby back down. Sure enough.
Let's get that. Yeah, it's so clever. Let's get that 1% on day one,
Yeah.
and it's easy game. Very very good observation. I need to pay more attention to these quarterlies.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I was looking at the chart when this has happened. This was a no-brainer trade. I mean, outliers just yelling at you. And I looked a little deeper. You're in here. You're in down here, right? Big time. Especially as soon as this candle's closing right here above that one SD, you could see some shit changing in the charts. low time frames, it was time to get her done.
Yeah.
And then
Very,
obviously,
very.
Unless you're
I'm out.
sleeping like me and you just took the trade down.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just over here.
Up it with the top, put that short in.
I haven't. Oh, this is what I like. I mean, the daily volatility is crushed. Let's pull up the. Here, I'll pull up the pro chart for these guys. We'll look at all three. That's one thing about I like about the pro chart. Just pop this up. Check out all three levels, all three lengths. Yeah, this is we got a little something coming. I mean, the 2400 is still at a 91 percentile, but it is. Here's the thing. It's contracting. It's contracting, and it is starting to slope down with correlation. So that is good. That's what you want to see. You want to see it to start sloping. So that's kind of setting up for price action to walk up, and then you've literally volatility's crushed on the 525 and the 981, positively correlated. This is, I'll tell you what, if volatility comes in right here and it stays positively correlated, that's what you want to watch. Because if the correlation breaks when the volatility comes in, this thing's going to go down. But there's a lot, there's just still, this div on the DLP is just building, 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 right? From that big candle, that big daily drop, all lower lows on price action. All higher lows on the returns. At some point, you get a nice big daily pop, thousands of dollars. That's what you like to see out of that. Nice little move. And at some point, in my opinion, I mean, I keep saying, yeah, I think the bottom's in. I mean, what did we go down to? 17.5? That's when I was like, I mean, that would be a good that looked like a good bottom to me. There's a lot of buying's gonna come in down in that area, right? People are looking to get into Bitcoin down here at these prices. So, is there enough selling still? Can they push this down farther without the buys coming in? I don't think so. I mean, it always could happen, but there are a lot of people that want in Bitcoin down here. There's no doubt. It jumped out from 17.5 and then it jumped out again. When we were down at 18.5, it popped up. We'll see what happens though. It definitely can go down. The distribution doesn't lie. That's why we love this thing, right? If this wants to make a run down here over the next couple weeks going into this quarter, I mean, these are low prices. But I'll go ahead. This is never financial advice, but if I were actively buying Bitcoin and these weekly candles start to make it down here, man, I'm buying. I'm buying like crazy down here. It's a no-brainer. Literally. This is why we love the distribution, right?
Yep.
100%. And what we're not doing down here is getting into short positions. This is why people will like get into shorts down here. They don't understand where we're at. You know, the 95.4 on both projections was holding up price action for a while. Wick, nope. Wick, nope. Wick, nope. Even had a good, nice little turnaround here. As soon as this weekly candle closed below both of these, I even said it. I was like, this baby's going down. Boom. One big nasty weekly candle. It did pull up though, right? It did pull up. Not a lot, but inside, we were outside the third standard deviation normal distribution and the 99.7 Laplace, right? This is why, right here, that this is going to pull up. I mean, you can go back and look over time, and a lot of the times you're nailing these distribution levels, nailing them. This is why we use it. It's not like we're just like, hey, this is better. It's like, here, you want to look at the damn chart? We don't think it's better. We think it's the only way to do this. You people need to understand about this stuff. If you don't, you're pissing in the wind. It's okay. Done it quite a few times on Dead Tour. You get messy. You definitely need to understand about volatility and the distribution, entropy. Entropy is really just starting to become, my goodness. Whoops. It's incredible.
Yeah, I
A
enjoy
lot
entropy.
more than I ever thought it could be. Put it that way.
So what I
What
did
it is.
today is I threw SEP on. I got rid of the AME. I copy and pasted it on top of each other. I can join the scales, whatever it is, join the scales to the right, and I put them both on area. And it's rather interesting. I was trying to throw in a Pearson correlation and merge it in the middle to see if I could get a direction play, but it's rather hard. I think I may have to throw the return oscillator in there, and then it'll speak English. But yeah, I'm starting to go quite in depth on the entropy now. Obviously, I've been using it to trade and see when we're trending and breaking out a trend. And now I'm going to start playing around with it, especially with this new modification that's coming along. It's going to be so much easier to like just keep track of what's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited for this entropy addition to this trading strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sitting there trying to snipe some ballers.
Oh
Damn it.
man,
Sounds like
So I've been that's what's great about those two discords. I got those snipe bots, man. They're awesome. You just stare at those, you get the jump on people.
mm.
Unless they got a bot running.
Oh shit, for real. So
Yep,
every
yep.
time someone hits the floor,
But I am gonna go out on a limb here and say, we've been stuck under this center of this daily range for the last half of the day. Just rejected off the bottom side of the 68.3. Let me see some. I mean, there's just no entropy. Entropy's ready to make a move, that's for sure. Volatility on the 15-minute, just 100%. So this is where you're looking for a correlation break, right? Is there a trade to enter right now in the 15-minute? Absolutely not, right? Volatility's totally expanded, which when you learn volatility is a good thing. This is what you like. You want either fully expanded volatility or fully contracted volatility. When you have one or the other, right? Zero expansion right
yeah,
here, right here. I mean, it started to go negative here, but I can probably show in other parts of the charts why you're chilling. You're not getting in the short right here, right? You're waiting. Right here, correlation goes positive when you really start to expand. But I'm getting entries on the 5-minute
okay.
right here. Uh, Here's where it broke on the 5-minute, right at the bottom of the move. The entropy too. Entropy's literally starting to go back into randomness, but this is why I love this predictor, right? Then right at the end, it does go into trend. Look at that predictor telling you, boy, this move's going to the top side the whole time. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. And let's see right below. Yeah, I'm just looking. So this is a 5-minute. Yeah, there really wasn't any. Let me see here. I mean, just a tiny bit of bull div right before there. And even down here on the, we're not even talking about a big move right here. This was nice, but look at the outliers on the 5 minute. And when you're talking about taking $100 profits, it's there. I don't even have to look at the price action. I can just tell you by the length of that of these outliers that there was $100 snag in there for sure. Right? And like I said before, so how do you know when to get out? Well, when the outliers done, when you open up a new candle and you lose that outlier, you're out of the trade. Trade. If we're talking just variance, right? When it's big, powerful moves like this, you're looking for the AVG to top out with the volatility candle, right? So if that's the case, but you got to realize it's probably going to be the next candle, and it's great at profit taking when you understand volatility. This is what we can't pound into the heads of people that've been trading options their entire life and are just stuck on implied volatility. That's all that is. This percentile, so this is all garbage. Historical volatility, this is all garbage. Blah blah blah. It's like we have an indicator that literally has alpha volatility grade, which is implied volatility and historical volatility combined, overlaid on percentile. These people just, they don't get it. They won't even listen, which is a riot. They're so stuck in their ways. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, all good, man. What are you going to do? I almost went on a rant. I stopped myself.
Well, this Friday.
Oh, let me go. Let me hold on for a second. Was I in the stream chat? What the heck? There we go. What does it mean about take sideways correlation sideways? So if you've got volatility flat, right? If volatility is flat and it's negatively correlated, price is going to walk up. Exactly opposite if it's positively correlated. If it's just dead flat, the correlation makes a huge difference. But I'm talking about candle to candle where it's like 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. If there's any movement in it at all, right, it's going to make a difference. No. When PC's going sideways, it's chilling. I've seen a correlation just riding that center line, not doing a bunch. You're not even there's nothing going on, right? Because that's what people don't understand. It's all a there's another camp will tell you, oh, correlating this is just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, they don't trade. That's their biggest problem. It's like, come to me with something tangible I can chew on. You make no sense to me. I can't even have the conversation because it's really all about the correlation, right? In my opinion, volatility is useless without it. And that's what these options guys don't understand. I don't care what kind of volatility you're using. If you're not correlating at the price action, you're missing the whole point. These fucking guys, they've been doing this their whole life. And it this is not what we all did. We came together and we're on a fucking mission, right? We saw it. It's not like we've done this our whole life. Like these guys that are just they're just so ingrained with their freaking philosophy that they won't even look at it. It doesn't make sense to them. They won't look at it more than a couple minutes to even be able to show them, look, man, holy crap, especially with options. It makes it really powerful. When you're working entropy, crazy. Because, right, options, you're in trades longer, right? You don't have to be. And I'm in a philosophy, I'm all about taking profit, especially if I'm selling options and my position's up 30, 40%. I'll take that profit. I don't care. I don't care if I'm going to get, if that were to continue on a good move, get 100% of it. It's all about taking profit. I don't care if you're trading futures, which is silly. Futures are there to literally hedge your options. So that's why I've said it before. When I'm low time frame trading futures, I kind of feel dirty a little bit. It's not even what they're for. That's why people get wrecked so much, especially using leverage, for crying out loud. That's not what futures are for. But if you can master those low time frames using volatility and entropy, fucking get it. Get it. Why not? Even if it feels a little dirty, I'll do it. But this is the reason why you read. I mean, every day people are just getting wrecked. They're using leverage, right? Some people they're catching lucky trades. They do. That's what makes them feel like, oh, this shit works. It's like, no, it really doesn't. Good luck. And a lot of people don't talk about their losses. They'll just start chirping when they're in a good trade. Very few of these people are making money trading futures. Very few. And we're talking over a long period of time. That's what it's all about. Your P&L. What was your P&L the entire year you traded? That's what I want to see. And the one guy and they usually will not, people won't even show it. We got one guy too, and it was, whoa. I was like, okay, I'm not going to like berate you in public. But he posted like 30 something percentile. And he was like, I'm a winner. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're a loser. I was like, you must have got some participation trophies over the years. That's what I'm feeling. That's a vibe I'm getting. That's what I'm dealing with. Where 38% is a winner. Nah, not in my book. I mean, that's not how I was raised. 38% is losing. This isn't a sliding fucking weird ass school sliding scale that they're pushing on these kids, making the smart ones dumber and making the dumber ones dumber. Everybody's getting dumber.
It's like finishing sixth out of a 10-person race. You know?
Yeah.
That's probably.
Yeah, but you know what? It's good in baseball.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. Oh, if you're a professional baseball player, you'd be making millions. Let me see something. This scholar right here said it best. Oh, Ricky fucking Bobby, man. If you're not first, you're last. Yeah. You wake up in the morning, right? You got your coffee on. You're ready for the trading day. You're watching pre-market traditional markets. You're getting fired up. You're looking at the correlation. You go take a piss. You go piss excellence real quick. You come back. Time to rock and roll.
Let's get going.
Yeah, soon, Sayron. We're all liking it. I mean, they're putting the finishing touches on it, and then they just got to release me. We also we need to take these things public, invite only. So we're building descriptions for a lot of indicators that are all of a sudden we're going to just start squeezing them into trading view publicly, invite only. But as soon as you start doing that, you start getting attention. So we're trying to be careful because God, these haters, dude, it is so funny. And none of them trade. The ones that are doing the hating the most are the biggest losers. Why? Because the losers focus on winners Who do winners focus on? Nobody. They focus on winning. This is what's wrong with the majority of fucking people in America. I'll tell you that for 100%. It's ridiculous. I want the work ethic where I'll go into a third world country, which I haven't been to a lot, but the work ethic, I mean, there's work ethic actually. Americans, man, they've lost the work ethic. You're born with it. And for some reason, it's been bred out of these dum-dums. It's like, what the hell? There's some hardworking people, but on average, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I mean, it's hard to find good help doing anything. I don't care what the job is. There's just hard to find good help. So yeah. But yeah, when you wake up and usually most of the day is just trying to figure out how to get fed, stay dry, have a roof over your head. I mean, people are actually think it makes you work harder. Instead, there's people just slumming around in government housing, on welfare, not working, don't want to work, just want to live off the gov. It's disgusting to me.
It's because I might be this way. People from third world countries get the opportunity to experience better things. So let's say if you're born in the first world in New York, you're pretty much in the coolest city in the world, and shit's pretty cool. Everything works, you know.
Right.
So not that you would want to go backwards if you're born in New York. So like, yeah, that's sort of how I could sum it all up. Because obviously there's people in way crazier places, and doing way crazier things. And that's sort of what the motivation is like not to get out, it's just to go travel the world, to experience the world. So
Right.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Man, if you're able, work. Do something. That's all. There's certain people who rub me the wrong way, man. They just won't even
learn.
put anything out. It's like, come on, man. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Don't be the weak link. That's what's wrong with humanity right now. The link, the fucking chain is broken. It's been broken. Maybe forever. Who knows? Can we ever be one? Who the hell knows? Powers that be get everybody all separated and fight amongst themselves. Most
Yeah.
people that think who their enemy is, they're badly mistaken. Your enemy's usually not your enemy. Should be fighting a real enemy together. Like this scam going on, robbing retail traders of all this silly money. We're here to help. Here we are. Like I'll put all that together. Here we go. Helpers. Yeah, man. God damn
Actually,
it.
I mean,
So
on the
crazy.
daily on the daily projection boss, Bitcoin's riding nicely above me.
Yeah.
Low.
You know what? Yeah, let me see something here. I do like the old daily. Let's get something going there.
Like from the recent low, that reversal the day after, we're riding nicely above that.
You want to back one
Above
off
the
here.
mean. It's still well right in the first standard deviation.
Right. Let's see. This is one to check out. Yeah, man. It just, from the low back there at 17. What was it? Yeah. It was right there, 3SD, normal distribution pretty much.
Yep.
Just mean reverted. Let me turn off this PB2. Boop. Getting nice bounces here off the mean. You want to get up here. You want to close on the top side. We're talking where's the top side of this daily one? 19.8. 19.8 area. 19.8 area is right here above the weekly S1. To close above there going into the weekend, that'd be good. Right? Because here's let's see where the new weekly range is going to be. Or approximately. Yeah, we're below it. We're definitely below it. Especially if we get up in here all weekend and we're messing around, we'll be we would be above it right now. We are definitely below it. If this week was ending right now, this weekly range is going to be in this area somewhere, probably. So yeah, we need to get up here this weekend. Close the weekend. Maybe not today. Close the weekend above this weekly S1. Get up in here and we're okay. Because that'd be good going into next week. In the new quarter.
Yeah,
Because I
we
do
get
think
above
if
that.
you get a big quarterly candle like that, we're bound to retrace up into that maybe a little bit. I mean, the market's going to drift up there. There was a lot of selling going on in that quarter, man. That's the thing. I'm all about the buy and the sell pressure, and
Yeah,
on like even on the daily, I mean, that sell pressure is definitely disappearing. The buy pressure is starting to come in. So, but you know, the institutions. There's so many days where right at 9:30 a.m. Bitcoin fucking dumps a few percent. There's just like little sell-offs. Didn't happen today. Didn't happen today. Where is 9:30? Right here. It actually pumped up above the center of the daily, then just vibed. What's SPY look like? Let's take a peek. I know it had did it? Yeah. Pre-market chilled. Didn't do shit really. Had a quick little down move, but then pumped up right to the bottom of its weekly range, right? Fell off, bounced off the 68.3 on the daily. Look where it closed. It closed up here above or inside its weekly range. That's actually pretty bullish for SPY. Ending the week like that. Because now SPY's new weekly, I'll tell you what, it's going to be so close to being above it. The new weekly is like right here. So that was really good. And this monthly low, that's the bottom of the monthly. That's what that is. Beg my pardon. So we got into it right here, closing above, which doesn't matter, right? SPY's weekly's over. That was good though. They tried to dump it down below. Bulls came back in, closed in it, and right at the bottom of the monthly. If you see SPY next week start creeping up in this monthly range, and next week close above like 389, this baby can run. SPY can move again, especially this month. Let me see something real quick. Index, yes, it is. And going down, where are you?
say what? I mean, like,
There it
Bitcoin,
is.
other.
What I was looking for. Sorry. Yeah, what were you going to say? Here's the bottom of the monthly, 21.5.
Just gonna say, like, I mean, if you look at overall prices, it's sometimes easier to visualize it if you look at it not logged. Like especially in crypto right now, Bitcoin or whatever. Big coins that have fallen significantly in the last quarter. Really see like these sure are discount days. I mean, like crypto is very cheap relative to what it's been historically above this. So when it
Right.
takes huge falls like this, it's nice to be able to just you know acquire more at cheap prices.
Yeah, 23,160. Here, let me reload this. I want to see these weekly levels going into, so that was what, 23,160. 23,160. No, I don't want to reload that. What the fuck's happening here?
It's beautiful.
Yes. 24K.
You're
That, I
waiting.
mean, I'm just some reaching here. 21.2. 1SD's at 22.2. Where's the bottom of this monthly? Just like SPY, 21.6. That'd be good. I mean, it's asking for a lot. It is the weekend. Man, if you could close this week up in this monthly, 21.5. And that's literally just getting back up above 68.3 on the weekly. This candle pull up. Tell you what, if it did do that, volatility wise, this would look pretty good for this thing to pop to make a run to get back up here. And we're talking 25K. At least hell, it's a start. Market's insane. Market's insane right now. It's okay though. That's why if you're actively trading, don't swing trade this garbage. Be careful. Don't use leverage. This thing's gonna fly around. It's a huge monthly range though. Be honest. Let me squeeze this down. Let's get an exact number. Oh, it's really big. Where are you at? Is it at the bottom? No, it's right here. Boop. Yeah, I mean we're talking a 15%. Is that right? No. Yeah, 15%. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Pretty decent monthly range. So
Yeah,
that's
it is.
why it would be good to start to climb up and get in it, range in it. Range in it. Get up above 21.5, maybe even make a run up here, and then all month, just range around. Get ready for the second month of the quarter. Do something this summer. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
With the losses of what 21.8.
Right, we need to go to the moon. Buying mama some moon boobs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mama's getting moon boobs. Bitcoin hits 100K.
Uh,
Remember Crown's dumbass talking about that for fucking ever?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now it seems like a viable option though.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me, I have to go sell a bubble goose and buy some boobs. You imagine saying that? People are just like, I don't even know what the fuck he just said. What the hell is a bubble goose?
Like the word started with a B. Built up.
He's selling geese. That's illegal.
Goose
Uh,
Right.
so yeah, this would be interesting going in the end of the day. I mean, if it rejects here, I mean, it looked good to me to move up into that range. But you know how Bitcoin is. You all right back here? I know, buddy. That dog. What time is it? 5:49. Yeah, let's see here. Any of you guys got any questions? Especially the new guys. I know Sayron's always got a question. Yeah. About anything. It's all good. Let me see here.
What do you mean you're blocked on AVP and BC?
What's that mean? You're blocked.
Is it-
And nobody
I'm
got
blocked?
you blocked.
Oh, like
Well,
you're-
remember, like I said yesterday, that chart's mainly for you to learn about what's going on with volatility and then divergence between the returns and the price action. I mean, if you're straight looking for trading signals, yeah, man, dude, that's going to take you a while. It's not that you're blocked. Yeah, yeah, it is big time. Things are happening quick, man. Things are happening quick. Plus, this is another good. If you are people, if people have been trying to scalp low time frames, right? If you don't have like a good risk management strategy already, or if you can't already operate your exchange real fast, putting orders in, I mean, you're firing. This is like real work. You know, I know people like to glamorize trading and stuff. Dude, it's far from it. Fucking
Shit.
making me have a heart attack, man. And
Dude,
I'm
it's
talking about just from the mental stress. You are so locked in all the time, especially when I'm putting orders in fast. You're taking profits. You're getting limit entries. You're just hustling. At the same time, looking at the charts. trying to get the entry, but then you got to work the exchange. That's why a lot of like high speed traders and stuff, obviously they have bots, but a lot of traders will literally have somebody putting orders in for them. We're doing this all by our lonesomes. So there's more to just trading than just reading indicators. You have to be really good at using the exchange you're on. Yeah, and they're going to give mixed signals, but here's the thing: most of the time when they're giving mixed signals and there's a move going in a direction, every one of those signals though is telling you that the price should be going that way, right? One could be contracting negatively correlated, the other two could be expanding positively correlated, all saying price action should be going to the top side. That's why this is like, for all the new people, I think you've been around longer than some. It's going to take a while, man. It does. Learning, that's why most people just give up. They're like, fuck it, I'm going to go back to the RSI. I want to know the relative strength of nothingness.
It's just easier. It's easier to lose with an easy mechanism. You don't even need the mechanism.
Exactly.
Right.
And this kind of will scare people off, but
But you
keep
put in the
working
time.
on it. You want to see all three of those AVPs start flashing. When you get zero volatility on all of them, it's rock and roll time. Those are the best trades to start to look, right, for getting entries. When they're all, but like I said, if you're going going to go tackle these markets with just that chart, right? It's going to take you some time, man. Got a lot of work to do. That's why these guys have created a lot of tools. That's why I said yesterday, it's like the $10 a month is literally to get into the Discord to see if you like it and see if it's something where you want to spend $100 a month on. We're trying to figure out a lifetime subscription. We will here at some point, but in my opinion, if you're going to jump in this Shark Tank, the only way to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion, is low time frame trading. Trade the volatility, right? The variance, the entropy. All this stuff is so important. But we give you that pro chart because if you don't understand volatility to begin with, it's almost, you're not going to have a foundation. You're not going to have a foundation.
But, I mean, people do jump into the upgraded tier because by having all the tools early and learning with all of them, like T-Funk did or like a bunch of people did, it's like, well, okay, you have that choice because then you have the big picture, you see all the information and learn it. It just is helpful if you have the pro chart, but it's not meant to be the surrogate or any kind of replacement for obviously a full system. It's just not meant for that. Not at the same time.
Yeah, you're cutting up.
Experiences of opportunity. I'm cutting up.
Yeah, you're like cutting out a little bit. Maybe
No,
it's just
I was just saying that you won't find the same occurrences of opportunity with just 4 indicators that you obviously will with our whole system. So, obvious.
right. But you can go to any time frame. Like even right here, what is this? 3-day. Like these last 2 3-day candles, right? They're down. I mean, price actions moved from about 21.5 all the way down to 18.5. So 3K. Volatility, that candle fell off a cliff. The correlation broke positive right there. Contracting volatility, positively correlated. Price action is going to walk down, not going to dump, right? When did the dump happen? Expansion, negatively correlated. Expansion, negatively correlated. But look at the entropy, man. Look at the entropy. And the predictor getting you in this fucking trade on the 3-day. If that's your bag. Look at these wicks at the top side, freaking you out, having a fucking heart attack every 3 days. That's why we trade low time frames. And I'm just using this as an example how powerful it is using volatility and entropy. but it's telling you the same thing. Well, what do you mean, Bilbo? So when this predictor, right, and even the SEP is coming down. So I know immediately if this was if I had this correlated, this would be positively correlated contraction right here. And the predictor's even telling you down. So does that match up with the volatility? Yeah, all of this does. Why? Here's where the correlation broke and it started going back positively correlated. Here's where it lost significant. It's contracting volatility positively correlated down. Two different indicators, two different totally reads. But yeah, both saying the same thing. Yeah, this is some of the hardest trading people could probably ever learn. But it will, if you stick it out, you're just going to be like, whoa. Trust me, you will become a fantastic trader. You learn this stuff. There's no doubt. It's just there for the taking, especially if you follow those principles, right? You're taking your profit, you're limiting your loss. That if you're on trading that 5-minute chart and that candle closes below your entry, at that point, you literally care not about that trade. You're out. You're actually like, oh, thank fucking God, you're gonna go get a drink, right? You're gonna whatever. You got a little break in between trades. But that's what you have to stick to a certain plan because you're going to get a lot of great entries, especially if we're talking about low time frame, taking quick scalps. You're taking your profit. Why people, it happens every day. You go down on a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. I mean, the moves, if people aren't taking their profit, they're losing it. They're losing it. You hear people talking about it all the time. Well, I was in profit. No, yeah. Well, it went down, hit my stop loss, and then it went back up. It's the same old song and dance across the board. But yeah, we can continue all this like in the chats and stuff at 6 when we get out of here. If something's up. If we have a move this weekend, I'll get on. We'll talk about it. I'll let everybody know ahead of time. Obviously, it's not like market's going to explode and I'm going to jump right on. I'll set a time so we can talk about stuff. Other than that, man, you guys have a great whatever morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're chilling. Beautiful big blue marble. And we'll see you Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless we do have a move. See you then. Later.